everybody, welcome to another episode of Two Kings Play Doki Doki Literature Club, episode
600.
I'm gonna say 12. It's been a while.
601.
601. Episode 6, season 4.
Damn. Seasons.
It's gonna be multiple seasons of this.
Yeah.
This is our Yuri run. Next one will be a Sayori run.
No.
I don't think I'd be able to take all that damage you did, man. It's terrible. You did this. We've talked about this.
I've said what I've had to say about it.
You did this. Anyway, where did we leave off?
You want to check the history?
Yeah.
That's right. Monica wants us to be an official club now.
Oh,
said,
that's
I guess.
right. This is like new stuff. And she asked us to be in it. Like,
She wants everyone to bring a poem for the next meeting.
okay.
Okay. Here we go.
All right. Let's get in this.
I already feel the anxiety welling up inside of me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri cleans up the tea set.
I guess I'll be on my way then. Okay. I'll see you tomorrow then. I can't wait.
With that, I depart the club room and make my way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the three girls, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. I will really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club. Perhaps I will have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I just need to make most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight.
Man, now I need to pick. You have unlocked a special poem. Would you like to read it?
Yes. What is this?
No.
No. Yes. What do you mean?
No.
We unlocked the
Alright,
special.
yes.
A joke. This is a one you wrote?
I don't know. Read it.
It's you.
It doesn't even say who it's from.
Okay. A joke. A man walked into a club.
Mm-hmm.
In the club, there was a girl who liked him very much.
Okay.
They spent some time together, and then she liked him even more.
Mm-hmm.
One day, the girl realized she was in love with him.
Mm-hmm.
Before disaster could happen, a third party intervened with her programming.
Ooh.
Suddenly, the girl hated herself for being in love. This contradiction caused the script to derail. The universe started to collapse, but she killed herself just in time.
Wow. So is that Sayori?
Yes,
Right?
but it's titled A Joke. Hold on. A third party intervened with her programming.
Meaning,
Someone else.
well, Yuri.
You think it's Monica that's doing stuff.
Oh, okay.
But I think when it says third party, it means maybe outside of all these girls, possibly.
You think so?
I don't know. This is weird.
I think third party just meaning as in not the person that this girl is after.
The universe started to collapse, but she killed herself just in time. That's pretty creepy and ominous.
Click it. Should we just turn that poem in? Alright, so I think we decided last time we're going with Yuri, right? Not Natsuki?
Monica is never there, so is she not pursuable? Probably not.
That's pretty fucking true, right?
Mm-hmm. Interesting.
Dark.
Yes.
It's gonna be easy as fuck.
Ambient. Vivacious. Massacre.
Just nothing. Crimson. Sensation?
Hurt?
Philosophy?
Yeah. Aura.
like, all we're doing is killing this one.
Oh no, that's what we're doing. Don't.
Doki Doki.
She has to somehow like us first, though, so I doubt that's gonna happen. I don't know what's gonna happen. Breathe. Graveyard.
Frightening?
Yeah. She likes horror.
Termination?
Yes.
Or lust?
It was lust for her last time.
Yeah.
Tragedy. The bottom.
Yeah.
Broken? Death?
Death.
Fuck.
Uncontrollable.
Grief.
Secretive?
Yeah, I was gonna say secretive or grief.
Let's go secretive, bro.
Entropy. Fantasy.
Anxiety?
Rain cloud. Or anxiety.
Rain
Oh,
Rain
that's
cloud
that
is
one.
fair. Okay.
But
Passion?
We gotta throw her a bone.
Right?
Just give her something.
Alright, well, the last 3 were hers. Fuck it.
Alright.
3 out of, like, what, 20?
How you get hooked, Daddy? Glad to see you didn't run away on us.
Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I kept my word.
Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for keeping your promise, Hung Daddy. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you,
Oh, that's what you're doing. I was like, where did it go?
making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, come on! Like, you deserve some slack! You already had to be dragged here by Monica! I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it!
She's covering what I'm supposed to be reading.
It says Natsuki certainly. You certainly have a big mouth.
I don't even know who's reading it, though. Is it Monica
It's
saying it?
Monica. She came into the picture. Wait.
You hear the music?
Hmm?
It's like winding down.
Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga.
Manga is literature!
Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back onto her seat.
I'm sorry, I'm just looking to see if there's any noticeable differences. Does the room seem to be
The
tilted
room
a
does
bit?
seem tilted.
Right? To
Yeah.
the right more?
Yes, it does look tilted.
I'm sorry, Hung Daddy. Well, we'll make sure to put your comfort first, okay?
Yuri shoots Natsuki with a disappointed glance.
Anyway,
I'm committing things in memory, I'm sorry.
now that you're in the club and all, perhaps you might have interest in picking up a book to read.
Well, can't really say no either way. Like you said, I'm in this club now. So it only feels right for me to do something like that if you ask.
Wait, I didn't mean it like that. If you really don't want to, then forget I said anything, I guess.
No, it's not that, Yuri. I want to be part of this club. So even if I don't read often, I'd be happy to pick up a book if you wanted me to.
Are you sure? I just felt like, well, as vice president and all, that I should help you get started on something you might like.
Yuri reaches in her bag and pulls out a book.
I didn't want you to feel left out. So I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so if you keep your attention, it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted.
This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book that she thinks I'd like, despite me not reading much.
Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this.
I enthusiastically take the book.
Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think.
There, it's fixed now.
Yeah.
Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some schedule activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more. At the same time, I feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, it seems to be the first few pages.
Ah,
Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me and our eyes meet for a split second. That only makes her hide her face deeper in the book.
Sorry. I was just spacing out.
I mutter this, sensing I made her uncomfortable.
oh,
Is that...
Yep, that's
Line?
like a line going through.
Can I take her head off? Oops. Sorry. Oh, it's fine, she says.
it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place.
Dude, fucking eye came out! It's moving! It's just spacing out!
Jesus Christ.
She's still...
That looks weird.
But I'm just rereading, goddammit.
A bit of this. That's the book that you gave me, right?
Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason.
Just curious, how come you have two copies of the same book?
Ah, well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday... that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy two of them.
Ah, I see.
There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decide to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon.
I'll definitely start reading it soon.
I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story.
Is that so? What's the story about anyway?
Well,
I look at the cover of the book. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous looking eye symbol on the front of the cover.
See, that's what I was telling you. She's like into the occult.
basically, it's about this religious camp that was turned into a human experiment prison.
Is that... I don't remember. Is that the same description she gave about the last book?
I think so.
And the people trapped there have this trait that turns them into killing machines that lust for blood. But the facility gets even worse, and they start selectively breeding people by cutting off their limbs and affixing them to...
I would have remembered that.
Oh, that might be a little bit of a spoiler. But anyway, I'm really into it.
Me too.
The book, I mean. Not the thing about the limbs.
Both. It's kind of...
It's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere.
Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Hung Daddy?
No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy these kinds of stories, so don't worry.
I hope so.
Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri's into those things. She's so shy and recluse on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different.
It's just that this kind of story, it's the kind that challenges you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil,
but because the world is full of horrible people, and we're all worthless anyway.
Jesus Christ, why is that bolded?
And suddenly,
I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry.
Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything.
Well, I guess it's alright then. but I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts,
My whole body gets incredibly...
I kind of forget to pay attention to other people.
It's not there.
It's not even there. Oh, that's okay.
I wonder if that's what the lines are.
What?
Remember when the notepad came out
When
with
they-
the error code
Yeah.
and all that stuff?
Mhm.
I wonder if that's the lines that are getting edited.
Maybe.
Did you already read this?
Yeah.
So, I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much.
That's... I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all.
Ah, that's true.
In fact, you might as well get started reading it, right?
Yes. I mean, you don't have to, but
What are you saying? So he's chill and relaxed and laid back, bro. Let me just get the book.
I quickly retrieved the book that I had put on my bag.
Alright, is it fine if I sit here, right?
I slip into the seat next to Yuri's.
yeah.
Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. She does. Last time she was into it.
Really?
Yeah, she didn't mind me sitting next to her. We cuddled up and everything.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
What do you mean?
In the beginning?
Yeah, and then we would turn the pages
I mean,
together
that's
and
gonna,
everything.
That's probably gonna happen right now.
Look, her thing's a little undone here. I don't know if that's been like that all the time.
That's... I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to, it's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone.
I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything.
Alright.
I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri's in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead.
Sorry.
I was just bathing in the...
Feeling of...
What did it say?
I didn't get to fucking read it quick enough! It's not popping up in the history.
It doesn't.
Yuri, you don't need to apologize a lot, don't you? Or you apologize a lot.
I do. I don't really mean to.
You need to quickly read those black ones.
I'm gonna try.
Sorry. I mean,
Here, this should work, right?
I slide my desk up until it I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's. Then hold my book more between the two of them.
I suppose so.
Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. Feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open.
I guess this makes it kind of difficult to turn the page.
Here.
Yeah, this is what I was mentioning before.
I was like, we eventually gets into that, yeah.
Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger.
This is also a different angle
No, it's the
than
same.
that we did last time.
No, there's
Really?
Yeah,
With
we
the
did this
laptop
angle.
in the back and everything?
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Well, I don't remember the laptop, but I remember this angle. There's at one point she kind of like looks over, like the eye changes,
Let's see.
which I'm wondering if there's gonna be like a creepy change to that
I
now.
do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision.
See,
Yeah.
now she looks.
Are you ready? To turn the page,
Sorry. I think I got a little distracted for a second.
Glance over at Yuri's face again, and her eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her.
that's okay.
See, she smiles now.
You're not as used to reading, aren't you, dummy?
Fucker.
I don't mind being patient if it takes you a little bit longer.
Hey.
It's probably the least I can do. Since you've been so patient with me.
Yeah. Thanks.
We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition.
I remember that part.
We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as if she catches it under her own thumb.
Hey Yuri, this might be silly. This might be a silly thought, but main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. Fucking face.
I don't think she did that face before. I could be wrong.
No, I don't relate to this character at all. Definitely not.
Really? I was just thinking of the way she second guessed things she says and all that.
That's what you were talking about? Sorry. I thought you meant something else about her.
Something else?
Never mind.
The book's about fucking murdering people and chopping people from limb to limb.
She does have a knife.
She does have a cool knife.
We didn't even get that far yet. So I don't know why that came into my head.
Yuri, are you feeling alright?
Huh?
Yuri's been a little fidgety ever since we started reading.
You can rest if you're feeling sick or something. Your breathing is a little...
My breathing?
Yuri puts her hand on her chest as if to feel her heartbeat.
I didn't even notice. Anyway, I'm fine. I just need some water.
Alright, don't push yourself.
Yuri stands up and practically rushes out of the classroom.
This definitely didn't happen last time.
What on earth was that about?
Daddy, did something happen just now?
God damn it. Eh? I have no idea. Yuri was acting a little strange, I guess.
So, you don't know anything?
Sorry, I can't say I do. Are you worried about her?
Oh, no, not really. I was just making sure that you didn't do anything to her.
No, nothing.
Don't worry, I believe you, silly. Yuri just does this sometimes, so nothing alarming.
Alright, if you say so.
Anyway, why don't we start with sharing our poems with each other?
Huh? Shouldn't we wait for Yuri?
Well, she might be a while, so I just figured we'd get started without her. Is that okay?
Yeah, I was just asking.
I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book and slip it back into my bag.
So who should I show my poem to first? Natsuki, I guess.
Sure.
I told Natsuki I was interested in her poem yesterday. It's probably only fair that I shared mine with her first.
Huh, Daddy? If you're not going to take this clip seriously, then go home.
What? Harsh?
What, you expect me to believe that you actually put effort into this? Do you think I'm stupid?
I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I did put in effort. We all start somewhere, right? If you're so proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it. Face. Painful to think about?
Fine. Well, sorry. You'll get better anyway. I tell you what to improve, but you're better off just trying again.
Fair enough. Well, to each their own, I guess.
Anyway, I guess I gotta share mine now. No, you're probably thinking stupid. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try, but that's about it.
Propose with a fucking best.
That's
dude.
my poem. Yeah. I told you were gonna like it.
I like it.
What? Just be honest.
I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it?
Well, because
I fucking love that poem.
everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously.
But isn't it the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid.
Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So, I decided to write about it.
Yeah, I understand.
But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but I made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line.
So you did. Guess more went into it than I realized.
That's what it means to be a pro.
You're fucking like I don't even want to see you, man. And that voice is coming out of her mouth. It's so great.
I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you?
Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. It's just Monica now.
There you go.
Alright.
Bass boost.
I don't get it. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good! Glad to hear it! By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things that we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to break things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to break things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyways, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Hug Daddy. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. But it's sort of the barrier that we all learn to get past soon. That's for true. I hand Monica my poem. Great job, Hug Daddy! I was going, ooh, in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when you put in some effort. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Sometimes I feel like Yuri's mind is just totally detached from reality. Dude, what if like Yuri's thoughts and shit like manifest in the real world? After she's like into the occult and Monica's kind of in on it and using her as a catalyst to like kill.
But you think she would want to kill Sayori though?
She's a crazy bitch, sure.
No.
I don't mean that like it's a bad thing though. But sometimes I get the impression that she's just totally giving up on people. It's like this is the mastermind.
Yeah.
She spends so much time in her own head that it's probably a much more interesting place for her. But that's why she gets so happy when you treat her with a lot of kindness. I don't think she's used to being indulged like that. I must really be starved for social interaction, so don't blame her for coming on a little strongly, like earlier. If she gets too stimulated, she ends up withdrawing and looking for you alone time.
Suddenly the door opens.
Yuri!
I'm back. Did I miss anything?
Not really. We just all started sharing our poems with each other.
Already? I'm sorry for being late.
No need to apologize. We still have plenty of time, so I'm more glad that you took all the time you needed.
Alright. Thanks, Monica. I suppose I should go get my poem now.
Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good.
You sound pretty confident for someone who claims not to be very good.
Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know?
I see. Well, let's read it then.
Hole in the wall. But wasn't he looking at me? Confused, I frantically glanced at my surroundings. But my burned out eyes can no longer see color. Are there others in this room? Are they talking? Are they simply poems on flat sheets of paper? The sound of frantic scrawling playing tricks in my ears. The room begins to crinkle, closing in on me. The air I breathe dissipates before it reaches my lungs. I panic. There must be a way out. It's right there! He's right there! Swallowing my fears, I brandish my pen.
It's pretty good. She sounds
Very
scared.
dramatic.
She sounds scared.
At least not angry like Load Me last time.
Am I he? Is that who I am?
Here it's talking about her eyes can no longer see color, when the last time it was just all these colors like just assaulting her.
Right?
Mhm.
It's a pretty good catch.
So, what did you think?
It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Want to cut it here?
Yeah, we'll cut it there. Things are getting weird.
Yeah. Pretty weird.
I don't know what's happening. So this is it. Like I didn't expect the meta layer of weird. I thought it was just gonna be weird, but it's weird.
I'm liking it.
Yeah, me too. Anyway, if you guys want to see some more, come on back and watch us play some more Doki Doki Literature Club. We'll see you guys next time. All right. Reload. Oh, reload. Wow.
Yeah, boy.